Welcome everybody to another dynamic yoga class with me and Mango today. So focus today is going to be slightly different. We're going to do a very quick grounding breath work, and then I'm going to just show you some core exercises that you can put into any 5 to 10 minute routine during the week. So if you don't have time for that whole 45-minute class, but you just want to do a little bit here and there, that's what I'm going to show you today. So as always, we will start with that breath work though, just to bring ourselves into the body and just to calm the mind down. So when you're ready, just take that nice laying position that we always do. So comfortable laying position. Make sure that you have got either the legs straight, knees bent, or maybe the feet in Baddha Konasana. And I just want you to now close the eyes. Let the body become relaxed with each breath. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And now just start to allow the body to relax onto the mat. Feel the weight of the legs. Maybe the feet if the feet are resting on the mat, or maybe the soles of the feet if they're resting flat. Feel the weight of the hips, spine, the shoulders, the back of the head, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, and either the back of the hands or maybe the palm of the hands on the floor or maybe on the body. And just tune into your breath now. Just bring some awareness to where you can feel movement in the body as you breathe in, and where you can feel soften as you breathe out. And just continue to follow that breath, that movement of expansion on the inhale and softening on the exhale. Just observing maybe 2-3 more breaths like this, just that natural pattern, expanding and softening and relaxing. Expanding and relaxing. Expanding and relaxing. So on your next breath in, feel if you can lengthen the breath, maybe take it from slightly lower down in the chest, or maybe down into the abdomen, that belly breath as we call it. So as you breathe in here, feel that rising, that expansion as you inhale, maybe into the belly, maybe into the chest. Follow it as it flows through the chest all the way up to the shoulders. Follow it as it flows all the way back down on that exhale. Keep following in this way. Breathe in, feel maybe the belly or the chest lift, ribs expand. Maybe the shoulders lift, and as you exhale, feel that shoulders relax, the chest relax, the belly relax. Keep going, 2 more. Deep breath in, feel the belly lift, maybe the chest, ribs expand, all the way up to the shoulders. Shoulders relax as you exhale, chest lowers and the belly lowers. Last one. Deep breath in, feel the belly lift, feel the ribs lift, feel the chest lift, and then relax your shoulders down, relax the chest, relax the belly. Good. So as we always say, if you have any thoughts coming across that monkey mind, just allow yourself for the next 30 minutes to just let go. Put them on a to-do list, put them on some clouds, let them just drift away for another time. Now is your time to focus on you. So now just start to gently bring yourself back to the body by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, gently rotating the wrists and the ankles, and slowly turning the head from side to side. Reach the arms over the head, give the body a stretch from fingertips to toes. And as you exhale, slowly bring your arms down to the sides of the body. Hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a gentle massage with that lower back. And then we'll start with that little bit of mobility in the lower spine. So when you're ready, lay the feet back down. Take the arms wide. Start to drop them knees side to side. Remembering to inhale as we come to the middle, exhale into each of the postures. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side. Again, if you want to take the head the opposite direction, take it to each side as you twist. And then on your next exhale, just gently take those knees to one side, keep them there, resting them. Again, turn the head if it's comfortable. Now breathe into the body. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly work the knees back to center as you inhale. Exhale, drop them to the other side. Again, keep those arms grounded. Keep the shoulder blades down if you can. Look to the opposite hand if it's comfortable. 3 breaths here. Deep in breath. Feel your ribs lift. Exhale, feel it lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees all the way back to middle on the inhale. Hug them in. We're going to take 3 gentle rocks backwards and forwards here. So the option is also to turn to the side and just come up. But if you have the space and you don't have a dog in front of you like me, I'm going to take 3 rock and rolls backwards and forwards. Try not to wake him up. I can take 1, take another, and 1 more. Good. So bring the legs in front of you. Cross legs. Little bit of a side stretch today. So we're going to take the legs nice and cross-legged, just as we would normally. And then we're going to place one hand on the floor. Draw your right arm over the top, and we're just going to flow from side to side. So we're going to reach the arm away, take it down, reach the other arm across. Look under the arm or up to the hand. Inhale in the middle. Exhaling to take it to the side. Inhaling to the middle. Exhaling to the side. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, middle. Exhale, side. Inhale, middle. So bring it into tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Then when you are ready, lower your belly, lift your head into that cow position. Exhale, drop the head round the back, press through the fingers and the heel of the hand. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the head to look up. Exhale, drop the head around the back. Taking 2 more. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the head around the back. Bring it back to a neutral spine. So we're going to take Sunbird here. So we're going to take a few movements in and out, and then we will hold it. The beginning of our core work here. So always options to just bring the foot back down to the mat and just use the arms instead. However, if you can take both arm and leg off, that's going to give you the most core work because we're going diagonals today. So take your right foot away, keep the toe just gently laying on the mat. Bring the left hand away, so diagonals. You can either stay here or you can start to lift, and we're just going to move the ankle and the wrist first. Just get a little bit warm, taking them one way and the other. Now, if that's okay, you can start to just bring the knee and the elbow in. You can drop it down to the floor each time, or you can keep it lifted. And we're just taking that inhale here. Exhale as we draw it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then just keeping it out. You're going to lift both together or just the arm away. Press into your hands. Press into the fingertips, heel of the hand. So if you can reach either side of the wall, you can keep your gaze down towards the floor or just slightly ahead. We're going to breathe here. So 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring everything back down to center. If you need to do anything with the hips, you need to give them a wiggle. You need to do a figure of 8. Just do that in between. And then when you're ready, just bring it back to tabletop. I'll turn around for you so you can see from this side. Again, so get those hands grounded, get the fingertips pressing in, the heel of the hand pressing in. So taking the opposite legs away again. So taking the left leg, right arm this time. You can have that other foot tucked or flat. It's entirely up to you. Sometimes tucked gives you a little bit more support. So we're going to just take it out and then we're going to rotate. A little bit of mobility first. So reaching the fingertips away. Again, you can always do it alternate. So you can just do the wrist for a couple and then bring the wrist down and just do the leg. Or you can do both at the same time. And make sure you turn it back the other way as well. Lovely. And then bring both down. And we're going to take that in and out movement. So reaching the arm and the leg away. See if you can bring it in and out. Either dropping the foot down each time or keeping it lifted. Inhale here. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale here. Exhale, draw it in. One more. Inhale. Exhale. So pressing them down, either reaching the arm away and then after one breath reaching the leg away or together. So take a breath in, inhale, exhale. And always lower that leg, remember. Inhale, exhale. Option also to put both legs down, just reach the leg away. Inhale, exhale. Good job. So well done. So leave the hands and the feet where they are now and just lean back a little bit. Just take a little bit of that weight off the wrists. Drop the head down. Good. And then very slowly just bring yourself up. We're going to take it into a few of our core exercises now. So we're going to take it into our plank position that we have done before. Now remember, we'll take it into downward facing dog from here. So lift the bottom up into downward facing dog. So option to stay here, press the fingertips, heel of the hand into the mat, or you can bend the knees a little bit, bring the arms down to the floor, take dolphin. So this is quite tiring. So what we need to be doing is pressing the arms into the mat, gazing towards the thumbs or just towards the mat. Press, 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 press through the toes. Pull the belly in. Here for another 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop to the knees. Take a breath here. So just walking the arms away. Take that child's pose. So going for another round. Bring the arms down. Either keep the palms flat or you can just join them together and interlace them. So you tuck the toes under. Just lift the hips if you get to here. You're still engaging, you're still working. If you can get them straighter, straighten them. And feel like you're engaging your shoulders, so you're pressing your shoulder. If you can, so you can walk those feet a little bit closer this time. Remember, you can always keep that bend as well still. So really press, engage your belly. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Slowly bring the knees down. Take child's pose, whether you want the hands in front or maybe the hands behind. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to do that one more time. Then we're going to take it through a vinyasa to come through to a different core exercise seated. So when you're ready, come back up. Bring the hands again, either flat or you can interlace them and just bring them in front of you. And then if you want to, you can always just put that head on the floor as well. Makes it a little bit easier. Or just lift the tailbone just that little bit. So you're just staying here. You're still working the core. So you really engage your lower belly. If you want to go that deeper, lengthen the legs. Push the tailbone into the air. You want to go deeper still. Walk the feet in a little bit. And now press through your arms. Feel your shoulder blades working and breathe. Again, if you need to rest, just bring the knees down a little bit. Maybe take it from here instead or take that child's pose. But 2 more breaths now. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower the knees. Bring everything down into child's pose, either arms in front or arms behind, up to you. You're up the head. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your head. So we're going to take a vinyasa through. So bring your hands down. If you're taking plank, take plank straight away into chaturanga. Up with facing dog. Exhale, down with facing dog. If you're going to modify with me, just stay in that tabletop position and have a look where the hands are. And you can drop the chest towards the floor. Then roll up. Lift that chest, baby cobra. Inhale, lift up into up with facing dog. Exhale, drop the head down, tuck the toes underneath, lift the tailbone. And then maybe step, walk, or maybe a little hop down to the floor. Good, lovely. So we're going to take everybody's favourite Navasana. So just borrow the pillow from the dog. So 2 or 3 options here. Now, really important, we want to find our sit bones here. So underneath your glutes, you'll feel the bones that you're sitting on, your sit bones. If you come back too far, you'll find the coccyx. We don't want to be balancing on the coccyx. We want to be balancing on the sit bones. So we do that by drawing the navel in. So drawing just below the belly in, opening the heart up, reaching the chest forward. So that sternum's reaching forwards. So rather than rounding the back, everything is in extension. That way we're going to keep ourselves balanced on the sit bones and not fall backwards into this lower back here. So there's a couple of options. So we'll start with the hands on the legs. So bring the feet flat on the floor. Bring the hands to the legs. If it's comfortable, keep the legs together. Bring the hands underneath. Lift one toe or just stay here. But don't round the back. Open the chest. Bring the arms out to the side. So you're opening the chest and you're kind of bringing the shoulder blades back together. Now, if you're ready, you can lift one leg. You could stay here and just engage. You could lift both. But if you're doing this, come back, reset, and start again. So when you're ready, either staying here with chest open, engaging your lower belly, relax your shoulders, or lift one toe, lift the other, squeeze the legs, maybe release the hands and reach them forwards, and just look up towards the ceiling and the wall, the join where they meet. Breathe for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Squeeze those legs together. 2. Smile. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Well done. Lower the legs. Optional if you want to cross the legs, lift the hips and then lower. So we're going to do that twice more. There's also an option if you want to pop a block between the legs. It's going to give you that feedback so you know how much you're squeezing. So it could be a book, it could be a cushion, anything that you can feel a little bit of resistance through. So I'm just going to pop my block here for now. You can also obviously still just take the positions we've done before. But if you're going to lengthen the legs, remember to keep that chest open. So when you're ready, either placing a block or a brick or a book or a cushion in between the legs, or just staying with this position here. We're going to come into position. We're going to hold this one for 3 again. So get the feet in position, bring the hands to the legs, open the chest, lift one at a time. And then if you're holding the breath, squeeze, 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 squeeze. You should feel as you start to squeeze, your belly starts to engage. I'm shaking at the moment, so I'm really, really engaging. So that's 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Lovely. Leave the block to one side if you're using the block. Cross the legs. Bring the hips off the floor. Just let them go. A little bit of tension go. Exhale. Lovely. 1 more to go. So again, either options to keep the feet tiptoes touching, squeeze together, reach your head, or to lift the legs, maybe this time lengthen them so they're going straight up to the ceiling, or pop the block in between the legs. You're going to be getting tired, so just be aware. Remember that if you feel yourself slipping back, just bend the knees. As long as you keep that spine nice and long, you're still working the core. The moment we tip back here, we're not working the core anymore. So very last one. I'm going to use a block again. So bring the hands to the thighs and just get that position of the shoulders first. Roll the shoulders away. When you're ready, either keep toes grounded or lift and squeeze them together, or squeeze a block. You're taking the legs high. It will be trickier when you've got the block. So if you've got the block, just keep the knees bent. If you don't have the block, you can squeeze the legs together and you can look up, open the chest, shine out from the sternum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Left leg, cross over the right shin. Just place the hands down, lift up the hips, exhale, release. Well done. So that's the Savasana boat pose. So we have got 1 more to go. So the next one is going to be shoulder stand. So it's going to be modified shoulder stand. So if you do have anything that resembles a belt nearby, you may want to use it. So you could have a robe tie if you've got a dressing gown. You have a belt, as long as it's got like a little bit of resistance, just not really, really hard, it's not going to hurt. So we're going to take the legs long and we're going to roll down as we normally do. So if you have a belt, bring it to the side of you. As we roll down, and try not to knock the dog, make sure your back is nice and flat. So if I was to bring my feet up and I lay my back down, I don't want to be able to feel a gap here. So if I'm like this, I'm sticking my belly out, I want to try and have a little tilt of my pelvis and flatten that gap out at my lower back. So while your legs are reaching up, that's what we're going to be thinking of. As you engage the lower belly, that's when you will feel your back flatten. So that's what we want to try and achieve, because we're going to be here for 10 breaths. So you can either just bring the legs up, squeeze them together, take the arms to the side and hold it here for 10. If you want a little bit of support, you can get the belt. You can pop it around your feet and use that just to support the legs. Now try to avoid a gripping on, because all you're going to do then is just kind of stretch the back of the hamstrings a little bit, and we want to work on the core. So it's just there as a gentle support. So even maybe just bring the hands down here to the side, the arms rest so there's no stress. If you're going to have them higher, just a gentle resistance. So I know already you come into position either using the belt or with the legs squeezed together. And we're going to do 10 breaths here. So we're just focusing on that breath. So inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Squeeze the legs together. 4. 5. 5 to go. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. 8. The feet might be getting a little bit tingly now. That's completely normal. Inhale. Exhale. 9. If you can feel that back lifting, squeeze in that lower belly. Inhale. Exhale. 10. Slowly bring the legs down. Exhale. Well done. Just let the legs rest for a breath before we take it into that counter posture of Matsyasana. You can repeat that as many times as you want. You can use the wall for support as well. Using it without any support is really going to help develop those lower abdominal muscles for things like Navasana. So remember to always use the belt if you need to begin with, because it is tiring posture. So from here, we're just going to take a counter posture to close. So just gently move that belt to one side and either bring the legs towards the hips or just sit up onto the forearms. And you're just going to bring the forearms to the side of the body. So Matsyasana fish pose. You can have the hands wide or you can place them just underneath the bottom. So fingertips are resting underneath. And then from here, use your chest to open. You could possibly use a brick or a book, depending on how thick the book is, just to place under the head here. And you can use that to just lean into and press against. Or if you're quite confident that the head can reach the crown of the head can reach the mat, you can just go straight for the mat. So I'm going to use those forearms to press through. I'm going to just tilt the head back, see if I can find the block, the book, or the mat. Staying here for 5. If there's any dizziness, bring yourself back up. Just bring the elbows in closer and just take it here. As long as we're opening that chest, we're doing exactly the same posture as if we had the head on the block. So we'll say that's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Keep bringing yourself up. Pressing out of the posture, releasing the shoulders, lowering the head down to the mat. Taking a few breaths here. Take that nice relaxing pose. Staying here for as long as you want. Taking that Shavasana maybe for 3 to 5 minutes, or if longer if you prefer, if you have the space, the time. Optional also to just bring the legs to the wall if you want to take a Shavasana with the legs up the wall. ready, if you're coming back round, just start to wake the body up by wiggling your fingers and toes, rotating the wrists and the ankles, and slowly turning the head side to side. Reach the arms over the head, stretch fingertips and toes away from each other. Exhale, let the arms gently come back down to the sides of the body. Hug the knees in. Gently massage that lower back. And slowly roll to the right hand side. Take a breath here. And when you're ready, very slowly come up to seated. Take one more breath together. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. So thank you guys. If you do want to do any extra core work, then there's a few ideas for you. Put them together, split them up. I'd say about do 3 sets of each if you can, 5 breaths. Modify when you need to, use props when you need to. Always start with your breath work, always finish with your shavasana. Have a lovely day.